Well, hi everyone. Today I am going to show you some easy make protein balls. I've sort of been buying protein balls on and off when we go out, and one day I googled how to make it and didn't realize how easy it was. So this is the basic one that we do. I sort of add bits and pieces differently depending on what I have in the cupboard, but this is what I do because the boys absolutely love them, and I try and have them in the fridge all the time. And if they're hungry, they just go and grab a couple, and because they're quite dense, they're quite heavy, so they're filling. So I have processed, I'm doing a double batch as well. So what you see is usually double the amount. Just I want to do a great big batch so that it lasts longer. So what I've done, I've processed some almonds. So the brown looking mix there is almond. I've just zhushed it up in my bullet. It's not the best blender to do things with, but it does the job for now until I have something different. And then also there's a greeny looking mix there, and what that is pepitas, which is your pumpkin seeds, and that's a very, very, very good source of protein. So everything I do, I try and do organically or to the best of that I can. So we have a mixture of, so far, almonds and pepitas, and then in that mix I've got a little container here that I put together a little while ago. It's got chia seeds and organic cinnamon. So I just put in some of that. So remembering I've got a double batch here. So that was 2 cups of, probably 2.5 to 3 cups of almonds, and quite a good handful of pepitas, and then so I'm doing quite a big batch. So yeah, that was probably about 4 tablespoons or whatever of the chia, cinnamon, and I think there's something else in there, but I can't remember what it was, but it's something organic and good for you. And then in that, I'm going to just throw in got some goji berries. So I'm going to put in some just to give it a bit of a different texture. And goji berries are really, really good for you. I probably would have mixed these up, but they're quite small, and I'll just blend in anyway hopefully, because they don't taste the best dry, but with everything else I think they'll be fine. And then so what I'm doing, I'm doing all the dry ingredients first, and then I'll mix together some dates that I've already processed and some coconut oil, but doing the dry ingredients now. So, and because what I think makes these so yummy and what the boys love is I put in some cocoa powder, and so it gives it that really nice chocolatey flavour. I don't sift it or anything, I just put it as in. So because it's a double batch, I might put in 3. It's just to give it that chocolatey taste. Okay, so that is the dry ingredients. So the 2 main ingredients for the protein balls I use are almonds, or you can use any other kind of nuts. But even if you can't have nuts, you can use oats. You can use a sort of like a cereal based something, and then your dates. So the 2 main things that I do is the almonds and the dates. They're the base, and then I just add to whatever else I want to put in. The dates I have are the Medjool Delight, Medjool Natural Delights, and there I find the most moist. And so because you're not adding much liquid to it, I will put in some coconut oil. And I've actually noticed you don't even taste the coconut oil. Coconut oil around our place is usually quite liquefied, but because it's quite a cool day today, it's a bit solid. And then the other main base ingredient is the dates, which I've processed already as well. So the dates are already, they don't process that well, blend that well in the Ninja Bullet thing that I have, but it does the trick. So I'm going to put those in there. And so the next part is quite messy. My hands are very clean. And what I do is I am going to mix all that up. So bear with me and I'll show you when it's mixed up. And there we have the mixture all done together. I forgot to say the dates that I probably used about 1.5 cups of dates. I usually use equal measures of whatever I do for almonds, I do for dates. So if it's 1 cup of almonds, 1 cup of dates, 2 cups almonds, 2 cups of dates. So I've sort of done 2.5 cups each of almonds and dates today. And then what I do, all that's left to do now, and it's quite a messy process actually, but because I do this mixing by hand, and I just get, I use a teaspoon just to make sure the balls are all about the same size, and I just use about probably that size. You know, I don't have them too big. And then I just put them in a container. The dates are quite, they're not the cheapest thing, but what I usually do is if I see them on special, I will buy a few at a time, and they have a really good fridge life. They're good in there for probably 12 months, depending on what their use by date is, of course, and how long they've already been in the supermarket. But this is I find that they last now that the mixture, because I haven't done sort of anything too perishable, like there's no, like if I had to put blueberries or like fresh blueberries or something in, it would lessen the shelf life in the fridge. But these, I'd be happy to, they're not going to last that long, but easily a fortnight, easily. There's nothing, keep them in the fridge with in a sealed container. And then you've got them, and the boys just help themselves when they're after school or whatever, when they're a bit hungry. So there we have it, guys. My latest batch of protein balls. You can make it however you like as long as you got the main, like your cup of, say, just example as a measurement, your cup of almonds ground down, and a cup of dates, and then you just add whatever you want. There's no processed sugar in here. It's a great way to get some sneaky different nutrients into your kids' diet. I'll put some coconut oil, and the chia seeds are there, and they're not, you can see them, but they are great for them. So I find, I just find it's easier to work with the dates when they've been processed, like in a blender, because they're just so much more moist and easy to mix with everything else. Otherwise, maybe it would be too dry, and I really don't know what else. Like I know I add the coconut oil, but I don't know what else in liquid form you could, as in moisture form, you could add to, so that they're pliable enough to make into the balls. But anyway, so that's it. So that's really a double batch, but hey, give it a go. Make it your own. Make something. And my big tip is to add the cocoa powder, just to give it that chocolate. Just, it's not too much, but it's just enough of a chocolate tinge so that, they think they're having a great snack. So there you go. Easy protein balls, handy to have in the fridge, and great for your kids. Oh, and you too, if it's what you like. So anyway, cheers for now. Bye.